And right now at 5:01, we are currently sitting at about 23 degrees out there. It can be very dangerous going into the evening hours as the sun is setting and that ice isn't going anywhere. Our chief meteorologist, Matt Laubhan, he is joining us live with a look outside.
Yeah, if you're planning on getting one of these and venturing out because, we had the sun today. It got maybe a little bit warmer and things melted. Think again because that has actually made a crust on the ground that's going to be more dangerous. Case in point, my truck here, if I show you where the tires have gone, you see absolutely no indentations. This is from yesterday. And so that difference there is because we have seen melting. The melting has made it to where things are actually more slick. And it's just a straight up sheet of ice in here. And so that's a problem because, case in point, if I hop in my homemade sled here for a moment, going down the hill, it's hard to stop until you hit some kind of friction, as you can see there. And eventually we do hit some of that. And so the thinking is that we are going to probably have some issues with travel tonight associated with that. So as I get my little gimbal to point back the right direction here for a second, let's look at what that means as far as your temperatures are concerned, because the thing is they are only going to drop. So hour by hour forecast tonight, we'll talk about it in a minute, but outside right now in Tupelo, it's a mixed bag where we have seen a little bit of melting. Things have improved, and obviously where we haven't, they haven't. Temperatures at this time, you mentioned it, now down to 21 degrees at Tupelo Regional Airport, and that is going to drop into the single digits overnight. Even the spots that look wet are going to straight up freeze. So as we look at the live local traffic, as you would imagine, that means some travel troubles. That intersection we were showing you, Gloucester and Barnes Crossing, is typically one of the busiest we have around the area. So you would imagine the traffic has helped things out. And so with that in mind, when you look at the rest of these other roadways, including up there toward New Albany along 22, up on 45 toward Corinth, as well as 72 in Corinth, there are a lot of travel trouble spots out there, even with as few people as are traveling at this time in the evening. 82, we're dealing with issues, of course, also toward around Columbus as well, despite the fact that they had less winter precipitation. So this is the deal. If you see roadway when you're driving overnight with temperatures going down into the single digits and possibly close to zero, all of that will freeze. We'll look in more detail with our meteorologist, John DeLusick, at just how cold that'll get city by city coming up here in a few minutes. But the big headline is this. If you don't have to travel, even if things may look better, and even if that sun came out, there's still going to be a lot of difficulties.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. I live with 3 children, by the way.